of vaccine certification should not be totally alien to us, because after all, when you're entrusted with care of a patient, and you say you're a surgeon, you're expected to have a vaccination against hepatitis B. The principle is there. This is a particularly contagious disease. It can be very nasty indeed. We've seen what happened in care homes, as we were discussing earlier. It doesn't seem to me to be irresponsible at all far from it. It's wholly responsible for care home companies to think of requiring vaccination.
You mentioned surgeons and the care sector. That's very different to the ordinary citizen going to the pub. So do you recognise that distinction for COVID vaccine certification?
I think that's the kind of thing that, it may be up to individual publicans it may be up to the landlord.
I'm interested to know because in politics at the moment there's a great deal of time for thought and thinking. So I'm thinking back to perhaps your previous Daily Telegraph comes. I'm not going to quote from them, don't worry. But I'm wondering if the Prime Minister in those years, they're all excellent and I recommend it. But I cannot imagine in a past life you writing about being support of a COVID vaccine certification to go to the pub.
Well, you'll appreciate, Will, that there are other members of your committee, distinguished members such as Yvette, who take a passionately opposing view about the need for tougher measures, and I've found myself in this long national conversation thinking very, very deeply about it, and I think the public have been thinking very deeply about it. And my impression is that there is a huge wisdom in the public's feeling about this, and human beings, instinctively recognise when something is dangerous and nasty to them, and they can see that COVID is collectively a threat, and they want us as their government. And me as the Prime Minister to take all the actions I can to protect them. And that's what I've been doing for the last year or more.